Oh, hello, come in. Come in, welcome to Albany. I'm Ashley Hicks. This is an apartment building. It was built in 1803 by a great architect called Henry Holland. And my father bought this apartment in 1979. So I'm a very lucky man that I get to live here finally. And Albany has always been a haven for bachelors. And unfortunately, I met an unruly Texan. So you quite like it here, do you?
It's fantastic. I love living in a retirement home.
Well, there we are. Yeah, charming. I design rooms, I design furniture, I make things, and then I have a couple of lines of David Hicks by Ashley Hicks, fabrics and carpets. Here's one of my father's designs, very geometric, remade now by me in a cut velvet. And then here's one of my fabric. I've drawn it with a sort of scribbly line. So it's got this kind of textured, sort of handmade feel. So that's the, father and son, impossible dialogue. I like to do things that are inspired by old things. This is an Italian Renaissance velvet originally, and I redrew it as if it was a Renaissance woodcut with this sort of hatching. And do you like it?
It's very comfortable.
You're like smiling. Really, I just like beautiful things, and I love a contrast of periods and a contrast of materials interfering with things. This Nymphenburg porcelain crucifix, the figure was modelled by a man called Ignaz Günther in 1756. I made the cross myself, you see, out of a couple of bits of wood from the holy island of Patmos. I'm not a terribly devout person myself, so I added an orange boomerang. So shall we see the bedroom?
Yes.
And here we have a bed, yes, and then here the niche I filled with mirror, you see, to make it seem bigger. I placed this obelisk to cover the join in the mirror, and then I made this gilded sort of bull's horns. This is a bought thing, actually bought from Christie's, Coptic Egyptian tunic border from about 400 AD. The table I made myself. I carved that out of pine and gilded it and painted the top to look sufficiently like porphyry when seen from a distance. It's a French sort of 1820 or something chair. The seat, they couldn't get expensive sort of horsehair fabric in an Empire design, and so instead they got the local guy to paint it by hand. So it's rather wonderful, but it does mean that no one's allowed to sit in it ever.
Very practical.
I like things to be quite comfortable. I like things to be interesting. So I like to have layers of sort of historical allusion, perhaps, and a bit of sort of modern kind of pizzazz.